Hello, beautiful people, and welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on how do men see you? How do they view you? Men who know you, even from a male stranger point of view. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get straight into your reading. So meditate here on the three piles and pick the one that calmly draws you the most. This would be 1, 2, and 3. Let's get straight into your reading. Hello, beautiful number 1, and welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on how do men see you. Even men that are strangers, that don't know you, that may view you in the public, as well as men that you are familiar with. What is the view from the male's perspective about you? I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. Let's get straight into your reading. So here, you're naturally attracted to the card representing the imprints. And with the imprints energy, this is quite intriguing just to start out hearing your reading. But let me just point out that this is divine feminine energy. So men definitely see you, especially men who have a romantic interest in you. They see you as someone that is very abundant. They see you as someone that's very creative, as well as being a good parent. So they can actually see you as being like their child's mother, or some men may say my baby mama. Either way, they see you as someone that's definitely able to take care of children very well. So let me pull more cards to get even more specifics. How do men see you? Thank you, Spirit. And you have here the Seven of Swords. I do love the Seven of Swords showing up. Let's get more. How do men see you? How do men see you? And oh my goodness, these cards are just jumping out of the deck, but let me shuffle from the ones that did jump out. And let's get a clear view. And you have here the Organizer. And with the Organizer, this is representing that planet Saturn. And with the planet Saturn and the Organizer, this is about men feel like, as far as your appearance, that everything is in its rightful place. If you know what I mean, men actually view your physicality, your body as being perfect. They really love your curves. They look at you and they're like, she has everything in the right place. Let me also point out here, just looking back here at the Seven of Swords energy, this is air sign energy. So with this air energy, you're looking at Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra in the Sun, Moon, or Rising, the 7th house of relationships, or the planet Venus in the male's birth chart that do recognize this Seven of Swords energy within you. And specifically here, this is about running away. So men view you as someone that's not going to put up with their BS at all. And you would just be out of there. And so yes, you do not have time to play games with these men. And it's hey, it's time for me to go. If you are going to betray me or be dishonest with me, or if, you cannot be straightforward, you are out of there. It's because you don't want to feel like you are wasting your time. And that is something that they can pick up from you. Also here, let me just go back here to the planet Saturn, because you need to know that the planet Saturn does rule over the zodiac sign of Capricorn. And so Capricorn is very significant here in the birth chart of these men, as well as it could be very significant in the top placements of your birth chart as a confirmation here in this reading. But with Saturn, this is about, and Capricorn showing up here, just with Saturn being the ruler. This is about discipline. So men view you as very disciplined. They view you as someone that if they were to get in a relationship with, that you would be a very committed person. They view you as someone that is able to deal with challenges in life, very like creatively. Like you are not going to fold under pressure at all. You will figure out a way to do whatever it is you need to do, whether it's a financial challenge or a relationship challenge, whatever it is, you are up for it and you can definitely handle yourself. And so let's get more insight here. Thank you, Spirit. So how do men view you? How do men see you? How do they see you? And you have here the Four of Cups. So with the Four of Cups energy, this is about your emotions. This is how men view the way that they feel like you feel about things. So with the cup energy, this represents those water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Again, in the placements of these men birth charts that do recognize this Four of Cups energy within you, or this water energy could be present in the top placements of your birth chart as well. But specifically here with the Four of Cups energy, let me point out that they feel like there is something surprising about you when it comes to like your emotions. Like they can't fully read you. They know that there's something really deep about you. Like you're a deep thinker. There's something very mysterious about you. You do not wear your heart on your sleeves. So therefore, they are definitely thinking like, hey, she has something going on other than what she is showing me. So it's really about the mystery of you and your feelings. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How do men see you? How do men see you? Rebel. Of course, I love the rebel energy showing up. This is a very strong confirmation with the energy that Spirit just gave us about challenges and how you're able to deal with whatever comes your way. You're good. You're very disciplined. You're very systematic. Okay, you're careful. You're detailed. And with the rebel energy, this is definitely about they feel like men see you as this divine feminine energy, but you have the will to challenge authority, to affect, social change, and you really reject spiritual systems that do not serve the inner needs, that do not serve the heart. So you're someone that you don't believe in the division of like religions or separations. You really believe that there is a higher power, and that higher power is love, and that love really is the answer to everything. So you are a very spiritual person, but you do not believe in separation. And so they see you as this rebel, and they see you as someone that's very steadfast, very orderly as well. So I do love this about you. They feel like men see you as, like someone that would challenge them. Like you're not just going to listen to what he has to say and be like, oh, okay, yes, that is correct, especially if it's not. Now, you are very patient. You are very chilled, as represented here with the Saturn card showing up and Saturn ruling over Capricorn. So they do see you as very grounded, patient, loyal, and practical. So you do have that reserve about you, but they do feel like you will challenge authority if you have to. And, just some men that are attracted to you, they feel like they do want to control you, but it's just not going to happen, So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How do men see you? How do men see you? And you have here abundance. I love the abundance card showing up because it's in great correlation with the Empress card. So this is about abundant and being abundant. And so the abundance card is definitely a very strong confirmation here. So they see you as someone that has it all. You have it all together. And not only that, they feel like whatever it is that you want, you can have. There is nothing that you are lacking. And I am just really picking up something about your physical appearance, that they feel like you're very beautiful, and not only beautiful on the outside, but they feel like you're beautiful on the inside as well. So they feel like you just really have your life together. That's how they see you. They definitely, again, with the abundance energy, they see you as someone that if they are in a romantic partnership with, that you're someone that could be a partner where the relationship could grow, if they were given a chance. But, it's just some men that you do attract. They do start out this way, but then they go into that controlling sense of, entitlement. And that is where you are just totally turned off from, and you head in a different direction. But let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How do men see you? And you have here the Page of Swords. And of course, I love the Page of Swords showing up, and it shows up naturally under the Seven of Swords that is here first in your reading. So with the Page of Swords, this is about communication and how you communicate in your mind and what they see, your intellect. But specifically here with the Page of Swords, again, air sign, zodiac energy, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. Very prominent here in the men birth chart that do view you with this Page of Swords energy. And then, of course, this Swords energy could be in the top placements of your birth chart as well. But specifically here with the Page of Swords energy, they definitely see you as someone that's like very curious. You are able to resonate with your inner child, so you're very free. You're very free. They also see you as someone that does gossip. You have a certain group of people that you do gossip with. Not a lot of people, but there's sometimes you like to spill the tea or share the tea, and they see you in this way. They also see you as someone as having prying eyes, where you will be stalking his social media, not in an excessive way, but just looking to see like what is going on, what is he posting, what is he doing today. You will do that. And so that's how men do see you. And also they though see you as being as someone that will tell the truth. So not only will you expose the truth about him, but you're going to expose the truth about yourself as well. So you're very fair in this way. So group one, this does conclude your reading about how men do see you. And I hope this reading does inspire you or resonate with you. If it does, please leave a comment below, because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful pile 2, and welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on how do men see you. And this is from the perspective of men that are strangers, that may view you in the public, as well as men that you may know personally or have come in contact with. And I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. So let's get straight into your reading. So I see here that your energy, you're naturally attracted here to the card. representing the Three of Swords. So with the Three of Swords energy, let me just point out that the Swords energy is air sign energy. So it represents those air zodiac signs. So you're looking at Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra in the sun, moon, or rising, seventh house of relationships, or the planet Venus in the men birth chart that do recognize this Three of Swords energy within you, what they see in you. And this Swords energy could also be in the top placements of your birth chart as well. With the Three of Swords energy, let me point out what I am picking up here. So I'm picking up that men see you as like a heartbreaker, because this is what it's really about. What they view is that you are very committed, you're loyal, but if they mess up, but I do see you as someone giving, your man, multiple chances before you pull the plug. But if he continues to mess up, after fair warning, you're out of there. And the reason you're considered a heartbreaker in most men's eyes is because, see, you are dedicated. You are loyal. You're very grounded and you're down to earth, and you're very unique in this way. And the thing is, you're a loyal partner. So once you distance yourself from this man, he's very heartbroken, and he's heartbroken from the jump. He may try to play it off and act like he's all strong and, he's not bothered, but that is so far from the truth. So this is the reason, some men are very intimidated, with you or approaching you, because they know that you are very sincere. And you don't want to play games when it comes to a romantic partnership. That's not what you sign up for when you tell someone, hey, yes, let's make this official. You're not signing up to play games. And so he sees you as someone that, that will file for divorce, that will separate, that he will have to say, hey, this is a loss because I effed up. You understand what I'm getting at? Men see you as someone that could break their hearts, So let's get more insight. How do men see you? Thank you, Spirit. How do men see you? And you have here the Three of Pentacles. And of course, I love the Three of Swords and then the Three of Pentacles coming out. So with the Three of Pentacles, let me point out here that the Three of Pentacles energy is definitely about teamwork. It's about working together with him. And I did point that out earlier with the message that Spirit gave us about you are very loyal in your relationships. You're very committed, okay? And you put in more effort and work than he does when it comes to being dedicated, okay? And so they see you as someone that they could work with, collaborate with. They see you as a team player, sort of like relationship goals, that type of relationship like Beyonce and Jay-Z, or that type of relationship where you're like a power couple. This is how they see you. But unfortunately, some men that are attracted to you cannot live up to this expectation that you do have. And that's totally okay. That doesn't mean that you are going to lower your standards. As a matter of fact, you're raising them even higher, because you know that that man that is meant for you, he's there, and this is what you want. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How do men see you? Now, how do men see you? Thank you, Spirit. How do men see you? And you have here, teacher. So with the teacher card showing up, I love the teacher card. I'm picking up that men see you as somebody that has the ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, and or wisdom. And Spirit just gave us that insight moments earlier with the Three of Pentacles here showing up with like you having the ability to collaborate with your man, you know, and you're having the ability to like, you have skills. So this is a nice confirmation back to back here. Thank you, Spirit. I do feel like men do and have come to you for, you know, knowledge, asking you questions, asking you for help. And I feel like you have attracted men, you know, unfortunately, codependent men as well, that really need your help or want you to help and just really want you to do more than you should have to do because they are quite able to do everything by themselves. But a lot of times, because you are a teacher, you will sometimes attract the men that are very codependent. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How do men see you? And you have here Naya, goddess. This is goddess. Naya, Laurel, Kidney, transcendence. And with this goddess here, she represents growth. I love how she showed up naturally under the teacher message. She represents evolution. She is also in great correlation with the message that Spirit just gave us seconds earlier about growth, about building, how men see you as someone that they could work with. They see you as someone that they could be in a relationship with, and you could be a power couple with them. Because you just have your stuff together, and that's just it. Okay? So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How do men see you? How do men see you? And you have here sage, the sage, Jupiter. And so with the sage and Jupiter showing up, this is definitely the planet that rules over Sagittarius. And so Sagittarius is very prominent here in this reading. The sun, moon, or rising, seventh house of relationship, or the planet Venus. Did I point out the Pentacles energy on the Earth energy here? So that's Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So with Sagittarius here, this is about the truth, how you'll speak the truth. You want men and expect men to be honest with you, and they know that. Men see you as someone that will hold them accountable for their actions because you do hold yourself accountable. And they see you as someone that's very wise, very spiritual as well, and very wealthy minded. You have a rich mindset about you. You give the vibe like you have a vibe that you're going places, you're doing big things, as seen here with the planet Jupiter. And the planet Jupiter, it rules over abundance, it rules over luck, generosity, positivity. So men see these characteristics in you. Very friendly, very welcoming and warming, but you're not so welcoming that you're like out in public and you're like, hey, come over here, let's have some tea together, or hey, join me for lunch. No, that's not it at all. It's just that they know that if they do approach you, like you're gonna respond very kind. So that makes even that energy there, it intimidates, insecure men. But men that are secure, that alpha male, that is really your match, because the alpha male, he has a very bright outlook on life. He's a go-getter. He is a forward thinker. And so that is really your match here. He's about growth and expansion. And men see you as very self-reflective as well. Someone that, you think about yourself. You think about, what you could always do better. And that is what that alpha male does as well. Very philosophical. I do feel like you do post on your social media pages, philosophical quotes. You love philosophy, and quotes just drive you. You're very inspired by positive sayings as well. And also, men see you as very emotional, but not in a sad emotional way. It's just a high vibration of emotional connection, and also intuitive, Very intuitive is how they see you. So they see you as someone that can definitely see through their madness, their ish. There is nothing that they can say to you that you don't already know, especially about yourself. And when they come with that game, you're like, he's playing games and I don't really like him, so I'm gonna go over here. But just every once in a while, there's one that maybe you're extremely attracted to, and you're like, well, he's playing games, but his games aren't that bad, and maybe I'll hear him out just for a moment. And it's because you're sexually attracted to him, so you'll kind of deal with him, but you know when they're playing games. So men see you as very intuitive and very insightful, very knowledgeable. And what I love about the sage showing up with the planet Jupiter ruling is that Jupiter, it rules over teaching as well. It's about knowledge. So this is a wonderful confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. And let's get some more insight. How do men see you? How do men see you? And you have here, look at this, the Hanged Man. This is about perspectives. So men see you definitely as someone that has a new, fresh perspective. You see, you are the type of female that you'll see things, a little bit different from other females, and it's quite refreshing to men. They're like, oh, I really like her. I like her point of view. And, some men, quite frankly, are really turned on by your new perspective that you have on life, even about men. I feel like you do really love men. You do, but not to the point where you're going to, put them above you or allow him to take advantage of you. You don't love him that much, but you do love men and you do respect men. And for the right man, you will talk all day. You will communicate with him. You love to have a conversation with the right one. And because your perspective is very refreshing, it's very inspiring to the right man. But let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How do men see you? And you have here the Five of Coins. I love the Five of Coins showing up naturally under the Three of Coins. That is physical, earth, energy. So with the Five of Coins energy, let's look at those earth signs. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. So with this energy, let me point out that men see that you are, I'm going back to this insight that came up earlier in your reading on how the heartbreak here, that they see you as a heartbreaker, but not on purpose. You're not purposely breaking hearts here. It's because you're very loyal. And it's because you're very truthful and you're honest. And some of these men play games and they feel like they could be attached to you. So they see you as someone that could, one day you could love them and one day you could just pull the love away. It's like, hey, I'm good because you showed me something that I was not expecting from you. And so that's where this Five of Coins energy is showing up here. So they're very afraid that, they would end up feeling abandoned or unloved if they were to invest, their time into you, because you have high value, high self-worth, and you're not about playing games as seen earlier here in your reading. You want the best out of life as seen here with the Sage and the Jupiter card showing up. And it's really about growth for you. It's about true connection. It's about being down to earth. It's about loyalty. And it's about, affection and really life experiences and wisdom. And, once you learn something, you do not like to repeat the behavior. And just some men who are very immature, insecure, they don't get that. But that alpha male, that is your true life partner, he gets that. So you're encouraged to really just keep those standards very high because that alpha male is your perfect partner. So, group 2, this does conclude your reading. And I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. And if it does, please leave a comment below because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy. Hello, beautiful group 3, and welcome to your reading. I'm Clarity Bay. I'm a psychic tarot intuitive, and I'm dedicated to answering the questions that are most important to you. And in your reading, I'm going to give you clear insight on how do men see you. This is from the perspective of men that you do not know, strangers, as well as men that you may know or have come in contact with. I will share with you everything that Spirit gives to me and not leave anything out. Please take one moment to click that like and subscribe button. Hit that bell notification so that you do not miss an important video message. And let's get straight into your reading. So I can clearly see here that your energy, you're naturally attracted here to the card representing the 9 of Swords. And with the 9 of Swords energy, let me point out that that sword energy represents those air zodiac signs. Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini is in the top placement of the men birth chart that do see the 9 of Swords energy within you. And that air energy could also be in your birth chart as a confirmation here in this reading. The 9 of Swords energy, it is clearly pointing out that men see you as someone that does have boundaries, okay? You have self-respect, self-assurance, self-love, and you keep those boundaries in place. You are not going to allow him to disrespect you. He may disrespect you, but he's only going to do it once, okay? Men definitely see that you are very persistent as well with the way that you move, you know, the way that you express yourself. And it's really, for example, like men coming into your DMs, if they're coming in your DMs and they're kind of, you know, not what you would deem worthy of talking to or dating, then it's an instant like, okay, you ignore the DM. And if they keep coming there, you block them. So they definitely can see that you do have a certain value and you definitely have high self-worth. So let's get more insight. How do men see you? How do men see you? And you have here the Page of Wands. So with the Page of Wands energy, let me just point out that the Page of Wands energy, the wand energy represents those fire zodiac signs, Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries, in the top placement of the men birth chart that I did just mention, or your birth chart. But the Page of Wands energy is about how they see that you are definitely a very creative, divine, feminine woman. And you have great ideas. They also see that you resonate with like your inner child. You're very active. So something to do with the way that your body looks. Either you work out all the time or you just look hella good. And your body is in nice, you have a very nice shape. So they assume that you work out all the time because you take care of yourself. And with the creativity associated here with the Page of Wands, they feel like and see like you can do many things, such as like cooking or something to do with the arts, as well as like writing or speaking. But let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. How do men see you? How do men see you? Thank you, Spirit. And you have here the king. And the king, that is ruled by the sun. And the sun rules over the sign of Leo. So I love to see Leo showing up, especially immediately after the Page of Wands energy, where we just recognize those fiery, passionate zodiac signs, fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. So with the sun coming up here, I can definitely see that men see you as someone, again, very strong, very self-assured, very confident that you have strength. They see you as very passionate as well. Passionate about, your creativity, passionate about life. They see you as someone as being very responsible, very benevolent, again, creative here. That's a wonderful confirmation here with these characteristics. Thank you, Spirit. They also see you as being as very decisive. So you know which direction you want to go in, and quiet as is kept. Men are very inspired by you as well. And not only that, they respect you. They really do. They see you as a visionary. So you may have a thought or an idea, but you're always forward thinking, future planning, wanting things to go well. Thank you, Spirit. So let's get more insight. I just love the confirmation with the 3 cards here showing up. That is so wonderful for you. Let's get more insight. How do men see you? Look at this. Strength. Thank you, Spirit. And we're just speaking on Leo. The energy is always truthful. Thank you, Spirit. I love Spirit showing up and showing out for you today with the confirmations. Love it. And look how the strength card laid naturally under the king, a lion here and a lion here. This is a very strong confirmation for you. So with the strength card, men do see you as being self-confident, okay? Self-assured. They see you as having, self-respect, being very courageous, having a high value of self-love and unconditional love, not only for yourself, but for others in general, meaning that you're open-minded, you're not judgmental. You feel like, everyone should be free to live their life the way that they want to live it. So that's where that unconditional love does come in. And that is where you do inspire men, because that's quite refreshing. So let's get more insight. Thank you, Spirit. So how do men see you? How do men see you? Look at this, rebel. So rebel is definitely one that is nice to see here in your reading, especially under the 9 of Wands, representing how you have persistent boundaries, and you keep those boundaries up, and you're not letting them down for nobody, because you believe in a healthy a sense of protection. When it comes to protecting your energy, your mind, your body, and your spirit, you're just like, hey, I am not going anywhere just to do anything with just anybody. You're very selective, so you're very picky here. And with the rebel energy, this is about how, you will challenge authority to affect social change. That reject, spiritual systems that do not serve the inner needs, which is where we got the insight seconds earlier of how you're very open-minded and you believe that everyone should be fully expressive, express themselves the way that they want to, live the life that they want to live. And you reject separation of religions. You reject the idea of judgment in religion. And so that is a characteristic that men admire about you and that they do recognize. So let's get more insight. How do men see you? And you do have here Laka, love. I do love Laka, Goddess Laka coming out. And Goddess Laka is about love. And we did just get the insight of unconditional love. That is definitely you. And love, Laka love, is ruled by the planet Venus. The planet Venus rules over love and beauty. So men see you as being very attractive, not only physically, but spiritually. You have an inner beauty about you that is so effervescent that men definitely recognize. And I do want to point out that the planet Venus does rule over the sign of Taurus and Libra. So Libra and Taurus definitely could be very prominent in the men birth chart that you recognize this goddess Laka energy within you, or it could be in your birth chart as well as a confirmation here in this reading. So let's get more insight. How do men see you? How do men see you? And you have here the Hierophant. So with the Hierophant energy, this is about men feel like you are definitely very knowledgeable, very versed in different subjects. You do enjoy talking about different type of topics, and it makes perfect sense, especially with the insight we got earlier about how you are very open-minded. So with the Hierophant energy, men see that there are some traditions about you that you do honor. And I feel like those traditions, when it comes to relationships, that you do honor and that you do align with are loyalty, commitment, appreciation, and respect for your lover or romantic partner. And they do recognize that about you. I feel like men see also that you do have, with the Hierophant energy, you do have high expectations, and mainly for yourself. You do hold yourself accountable when it comes to your goals, your career, your creative ventures. You are not waiting for him to get the bag for you. You will get the bag, but you will definitely allow him to take care of you as well. And this alpha male energy is the type of male that will recognize that divine surrender, feminine energy about you, like, because that alpha male is attracted to the divine feminine that is very strong, very courageous, and very self-assured and self-loving, and can go get her own bag, but he will not allow you to spend a dime because he is a king. So he sees this high expectation that you do have for yourself and for your man. So group 3, this does conclude your reading. I hope this reading does resonate with you and inspire you. If it does, please leave a comment below, because I do love reading your comments. They definitely warm my heart and they make my day. I am sending you lots of love and good energy.